Welcome back everybody, we're here again in the Golf Academy at Blackpool North Shore, and today we're going to be looking at the Ping G400s. So the iron itself is relatively big when you look at it from just up close, but actually when you've got it down, it does look quite sleek in design, so I do like that aspect of the iron. It comes in a nice chrome finish, very pleasing to the eye. We do have these kind of fancy mechanisms in the back. It does make you think what's going on in the head and what they've done to it. We'll talk about that soon. But overall, standard carry to back iron. It's going to give you distance and that forgiveness. Okay, so the first thing I just want to address is the core eye technology that goes into the club head. So Ping have used quite a strong stainless steel to make the head. This has enabled them to make the face a lot thinner. That makes it flex just a little bit more. So it's going to give you 18% more hotter ball speed. So that means the ball's going to be traveling a little bit faster off the face. And it actually gets the ball peaking in height. So it's going to make the ball travel a little bit higher. That's going to give you that stopping power when it lands on the green. So we also talked about the actual chrome finish that's on the golf club. And it's not like that just to look at. It's there for a reason. And Ping call it the Hydro Pearl chrome finish. What it does is reduces the friction of when the club is actually traveling through rough and wet grass. So they're saying it's going to reduce it by 40%. Whether it does or not would require a bit more testing. So for me, it looks nice, and if it helps my golf game, even better. So next, I just want to have a little quick chat about the actual back of the club because it looks quite interesting. So you've got the top rail cut back cavity that goes actually underneath and into the head itself. This is a weighting system. When we talked about getting that height, getting the ball stopping on the greens quicker, that's the weighting system that goes under there. It's going to help. In terms of the actual fancy circle and the mechanism in the back of the club head, this is more for sound and a bit more of a kind of forgiving feel to the club. So that is more just to help you with your feel and when you hit the shot and what it sounds like. But overall, very nice looking club. Let's go on to SkyTrack now and actually see if any of this helps our golf. Okay, so I've just got here the custom fitting 7 iron with a standard S300. And it's actually got the black fitting on there. So Ping do different fitting in different colours. Just changes how the club will sit in terms of lie angle. We can change loft, and obviously you can change the shaft. So a lot of custom fitting that can go into the Pings. We have everything here that we can change. But let's go ahead and just hit a couple of shots and see if any of this technology helps. Okay, so generally just putting the club down. Again, you've got that nice look. The hosel goes straight into the club head, which I like. Let's just give this a nice hit. Again, felt a little bit off the toe. Looking for that maybe a little bit of a draw right to left, maybe a slight pull. So yeah, so just drifting slightly left. Distance is looking good though. 7.9 for me is usually 1.75. But there we've got 1.91. So again, going a long way, especially for something I've hit off the actual toe end as well. Let's see if I can get one out in the middle this time. A lot more solider. The feel from the club is generally quite soft, so I'm not getting a hard feel. The sound's quite snappy, so hitting the shots in a quick snap, which is what I like, especially for a shot I hit quite well there. Let's have a look where that one's gone. So about 180, and again launching at 20 degrees, so relatively high for a 7 iron, about middle. Let's see if we can get this any higher by hitting a few more. Again, a little bit toey again, so maybe looking for that little bit of a draw. Be good to see actually how high that's set. Set off just to see the weight in the back's bringing that ball up. So kept it quite straight considering it was off the toe, so that forgiveness is still there. Up near 182, so distance is still good. And yeah, my actual launch jumped up to 21 degrees, so when it set off at 21, which was nice. Okay, so can't really hit it any better than that. That one felt really nice off the club face. Something I do like about this club actually at the minute, the sound's good and the feel is really good. So I think that little mechanism in the back is really helping. Yeah, nice one there, arrow straight, up near 186, which is nice. Well, the thing that concerns me is the actual spin's quite low. So I'm only getting about 4,000 RPM on spin. So it's not going to be stopping, so hopefully when I'm hitting bad shots, this ball's still going to go high. so it can drop quicker on the green. Let's just hit one more, see if we can have a quick look at the height again. Again, hit another nice shot there. Actually felt better than the other one, so really happy with the feel off the club and the way it's looking. In terms of ball flight, I normally have a little draw which is coming out here. This is probably the best shot I hit. So distance wise, 186 again, very consistent. Setting off at 20, got a little bit more spin because the strike was good. But overall, it's getting the distance. It sounds good, feels good. And to be honest, every shot there was probably on the green. We're probably 15 yards left at the worst, but a couple down the middle. So very happy with the Skytrack results and the way the club feels. Okay, so having hit a few shots on the Skytrack, got a feel of how the club reacts and some of the data. We can obviously see some of the technology that goes in the heads are really working. Just concerned a little bit about that launch angle because the ball's not spinning. If the ball doesn't spin, it's not going to stop on the green. And I hit some of them shots quite well. Highest I could get was just over 5,000, so I'd be looking more 7,000 to get the spin. One plus is that's going to give you distance, so you're not going to get as much spin on the ball, but it is going to fly through the air a lot longer. So that is a big advantage of this club. But if you cannot get this ball up in the air, you won't be able to stop it on the green. So when you're trying it out, just make sure that ball's traveling a little bit higher. I did see with the data that I did hit it higher than normal. I'm usually launching a 7-iron at about 18 degrees when it sets off, and we had an average there of 21. So for me, it did launch it higher. So that weighting system and the core eye technology that goes into the head is really working there to get the ball higher and to get it to stop on the green that way. Overall though, very nice club. Does give me forgiveness. Balls are going quite straight. I got my usual draw, so I could play with that on the course. Felt really good. I think that's a big plus point, and it sounded good too. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. If you like the club, pop down to Blackpool North Shore and have a go. Subscribe to the page, and we'll see you next time.